What's going on, YouTube? It's Pelfrey, and this is the Red Sea Reefer 250. Unfortunately, the Harlequin shrimp that I bought intentionally to eat the starfish, that thing was super tiny. I don't know if you remember seeing it in the last video, but it was super tiny. The next morning when I woke up, it was stuck to this pump over here. I would like to think that it was a molt that was stuck to the pump. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, shrimps will like shed their skin, I guess, their outer shell, and they'll still be fine. It's kind of like a snake whenever it sheds. So, but unfortunately, I don't think that was the case. I'm pretty sure it was stuck to this pump. But again, it was a super tiny Harlequin shrimp. So I'm just gonna have to wait a little while. Spent a little bit more money on the tank than I really had anticipated, which I haven't done in a very long time. So, you know, that does suck. Another thing that sucks is this leather coral that I bought is clearly not mounted anymore. And it's just hanging out. I don't know if I can get you. It's just hanging out on the bottom of the tank behind the rocks, and that's not going to be a fun place or an easy place to get to. Now, the new corals that I've got are doing great. This is a new piece, that's a new piece, and I get it, kind of hard to see here. But those are two new pieces. The zoanthids here, if the yellow tang would move, these zoanthids here are brand new. And it's unfortunate because I'm pretty sure the starfish are going to do the same thing to these two colonies of zoanthids that they've done to previous colonies or mini colonies that I've had. But I did pick up this yellow wrasse the same day that I got the Harlequin shrimp. And it took him about a day to come out, but he's doing fantastic. He's doing well. I am going through quite a bit of an issue at the moment. This coral, which really never has done anything, is starting to, you know, slowly fade away. And I believe the reason is a salinity issue. So I've been running the Tunze 3152, I believe it is, ATO, for just over 5 years now. I've definitely got my money out of it. I've never bought a new pump. I've never replaced a pump. I don't even keep a pump as a spare. My fault. But it's just within the last week or so, starting to act very weird. It's very loud. So we left for a couple of days, and I topped the tank off with RO water, meaning I filled up the return section there. I overfilled it with RO water, just in case the Tunze pump in the ATO container decided to quit on me. The tank wouldn't run dry. I definitely need that return pump to keep going, not only for the chaeto, but more importantly, that's where my heaters are. So I need water to cycle from the display down to the sump and back up into the display to keep the tank warm. And today's a pretty good example of that. It's very cold outside. You can see the glass over there is fogged over. So it's time to replace the Tunze pump. And again, I really attribute the white skeleton on this coral to the fluctuating of salinity. Forgot about the PC rainbow, but that's the PC rainbow that I picked up with the other corals there. And it's starting to get some green to it. So as of right now, very thrilled. Again, Harlequin shrimp is on my radar. I'm just going to wait a little while, spend some money elsewhere, and then reinvest in another Harlequin shrimp. And I can easily say that this section of corals is definitely my favorite. Obviously, it's the biggest section in the tank. But, you know, I've had this coral 4 or 5 years. I mean, it's been with me for a I've had it longer than that. I don't even know how many heads it has now, but it's probably 2 softballs. So it's a pretty good size coral. The Frog spawn up there is looking amazing. The octo spawn is just waiting for it to open up, maybe a little bit more, but otherwise they look great. Like I said, this is definitely my favorite section of the tank. And, you know, as far as corals are concerned, I'm kind of limited at this point, to be honest with you. And I guess it's a good point to be at, because obviously you need to leave some room for growth. So, you know, we'll see what else I add to the tank. It probably won't really be much more. Maybe try some more SPS up here on these top ledges, which is what I've really tried to accommodate up there towards the top of the tank anyway. Let's see. I think that's about it. So I'll cut this off. It's a little bit shorter than my normal videos. Be sure to check out the website at pelfrey.net. Follow me on Instagram for a lot more content at Pelfrey's Reef. And I'll catch you on the next one.